high prices, and that it is not as sort of convenient in the sense, in terms of price, to go to Lanka hospitals. That's the perception. Has it changed, or is it because of the because it was so when it was during the Apollo times?
True, I do agree with you. During the Apollo times, people considered Apollo hospitals to be an expensive hospital. But of course, once with the rebranding, we also have social responsibility towards the well-being of all Sri Lankans, and we have revisited our pricing, and our objective right now is to cater to a larger segment, cater to a larger target market, and we have structured the hospital in a way that we can do that. For example, we have our wards, I mean, which is with air condition, with individual telephone, with the TVs, you know, all separated from one bed to another, where we charge only 1,500 rupees per day with meals and all that. And then we have other different room categories that suits the different classes, different affordable levels. A deluxe is priced at 3,800, a super deluxe at 5,600, which at present we have the lowest room tariffs.
So lowest room tariffs compared to other private hospitals?
Compared to the other private hospitals. And if you take our other services, all other services are mediumly priced. So the objective here is that we have structured the hospital in a way where we can service a larger segment of people. Probably the lower middle class and up to the uppers and the elites, because we have, like I said, you know, the orchid suites and the royal suites, and these room categories, you know, even compared to a 5-star facility, it's much better. So once again, I have to tell you that we have, and also I have to tell the public, the health conscious public, that they need to visit Lanka hospitals, and our pricing is very affordable and probably the most cost effective hospital right now in the country. And these perceptions of Lanka hospitals is not true right now. Realities are much different.
But the consultancy fee of different doctors, it can change, it can vary, right? So therefore it can be a little bit pricey than sometimes what they expect. Is there a possibility for that to happen?
That's a common thing for all hospitals. You know, generally it is the patient who will select which specialist doctor that the patient wants to go to. And as hospitals, we have very little control over the professional fee of a particular consultant, whereas we have total control on the hospital charges. So where the hospital charges are concerned, right now we are the most affordable hospital, but where the professional fees are concerned, this is common to all hospitals.
Right. So now that we spoke about the doctors, actually, what kind of, like, in the sense, do you have permanent doctors? Or the other important question I wanted to ask was, because during the Apollo time, there was a lot of expatriate doctors who sort of built a very good relationships with the patients as well. Are you still getting their services and obtaining the services of the expatriate doctors? And do you have permanent doctors and other doctors visiting? So if you can sort of educate.
Well, we have a very unique model in this area, a very unique model compared to any other hospital. And to answer your question, with the new direction of the company, we don't have limits in sourcing resources. We don't limit ourselves to Sri Lanka. We will make sure that we will obtain resources from any part of the world. That needs to be told at this moment. And if you take the doctor model, I think we have the ideal doctor mix at Lanka hospitals. On one side, we have the expatriate doctors. Still, and we will continue with that. Expatriate doctors in many specialty areas. These doctors have been handpicked, and they focus 100% at Lanka hospitals. Then we have the second category, once again hand-picked Sri Lankan consultants who have excelled in their own areas. They are resident consultants and focuses at Lanka hospitals on a full-time basis. Then we have the visiting consultants. We have the finest of the visiting consultants coming to Lanka hospitals. So we have a doctor model which is very unique, and any patient who walks into Lanka hospitals is able to get themselves treated by a consultant any time of the day, and this is a privilege to our people. So to answer your question, yes, we will continue with this particular model even in future, and if we have to, we will recruit even more doctors from different countries if we can't find the resources in the country.
Right, so we are speaking to Mr. Lakith Peris, the Chief Executive Officer of the Lanka Hospitals, and we'll take a short break and we will be back with you soon.